The idea around TrueView was originally, it was all about being yourself and not having to sort of sell yourself, and so the idea being that your dynamic profile would build over time. We discussed around how the dating landscape needed to change. It was quite archaic at the time. It was very desktop driven, there wasn't really many mobile solutions. The only sort of mobile solution that was out there was very much from a hookup perspective. And we felt that, you know, mobile technology was developing. It was the infancy of Foursquare, and so we quickly, in over a few drinks and a back of a fag packet, came up with the idea of utilising people's real-time data through sort of social media type behaviour to build a more real-life profile of someone. We started out with a really complicated, complex app that we thought would do everything and have all the answers to every problem. And we've refined it right down now to a point where it's just so simple. A very simple sign-up process. And then the idea being is that you just basically log the things that you love doing, or the interest things that you want to sort of broadcast, similar to what you would with Twitter or Facebook status. You basically add an activity, you can tag a location or not. You basically just shout out to the TrueView network what it is you're doing, what it is you're up to, and that hopefully then will sort of bring you to the surface of the people that are doing similar things. The algorithms in the back will work out your kind of language and message scoring and how introduce you to people who you're probably going to have a good conversation with. And it's about bringing the level of behaviour there to a sort of parity. Women and men use dating apps very differently, and we're trying to create a sort of level playing field where the female market and the male market feel like they're both getting what they want out of a product, and they're behaving in a way that makes them feel like it's a really safe and fun place to exist.
In sort of 2013, towards the latter part Q4, we were working on TrueView out of our bedrooms. We'd gone from Wyra to Damien's flat, and then we'd moved from his flat. We'd had a bit of downtime where we were raising funds. Matt and I were working from our bedrooms. We decided that we wanted to create a space of our own. So we took some investment in Q4 of 2013, Q1 2014, and we spoke to our investors about, you know, the vision that we had for a co-working space, and that it would offset cost. We're very proud of this space. I don't think there's anything in this room specific that we haven't done ourselves. And so we started renting desks out in March this year, and so we are 6 desks. We're on this. We're 6, and then we rent 12 desks out on here. So we've got startups from healthcare designers, UX consultants, developers, and then next door came up. After a little bit of negotiation, we took the keys in September and have built that as well. The difference between Hatch A and Hatch B is that Hatch B has longer term clients, or customers or residents, or in that we've got a company of 10, a company of 6 and a company of 4 who are a little bit more established. Companies next door are working together. They've started working together since they've been in here. We've tried to create a space that gives people flexibility to work in a creative environment. But it's all completely TrueView, or the profits go from this, and we are now generating profit from this. It goes back into TrueView, so there's not a separate business.
Well, being that there's only 3 of us, I think is probably the toughest thing. You know, we are a very solid team, but it's like for any startup. You know, it's if you're running off investment, you know, you've got to do things quick, and you've got to get to places fast, and you've got to build the right thing. I think it's taken us a while to get to a point where we totally understand the process of, you know, being lean. I think a lot of people think that then they can read a book and it'll give them all the answers, and I don't think there is an answer. I think you end up finding out where your business is and how your business works best. The Tinder storm has been brilliant. You know, they've got a great product and they've got some superior growth quite quickly, and that's amazing. But it's also been amazing for the industry, not only for paid services, but for services like us, which we believe are the kind of an adjoining product between serious dating and kind of hookup apps. And I think we're getting there. You know, we're getting to a really great level of success, and you know, it's not just about sitting there and swiping. It's about really taking taking time, and I think that's what people probably miss in online dating. They think that they go on and by swiping through 5,000 people they're going to get the love of their life. Well, they're probably not. It's about, you know, you probably have to put the same level of effort into that online as you would to build a relationship offline.